Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. I've got some pretty things to share with you today. I hope you're having a good day. And these are some simple things that can be very pretty and very useful for people like us who love to make junk journals or even photo albums, anything like that, that you can keep your pictures in, your memories in. This is a envelope ephemera holder. Actually, it's a lot of envelopes. It's 4. So let me take you through the first one, because this one is a little easier than the second one. This is of the fairy collection that I have in my shop, my graphics. I used the graphics from there to make this envelope ephemera holder. And first off, I used a CD holder on the front, and I put a little fairy in there, but she can come out, and you can put in there whatever you want. And I've just decorated it up, and she's just one of the pretty little fairies in the collection. And then you open the CD holder, and I've made a pocket on the back, and I put some music as the background page, Nocturne. I don't know if fairies dance to that kind of music or not. I don't, no idea. But I thought, a little music never hurt anybody. And I put in some bathtub. Well, I mean, I don't know if they take bathtub, tubs, the fairies, but shoot, maybe they look through the windows. I don't know. It's just, it's pretty. But anyways, here's their dancing shoes. So hopefully they hear the music and they dance to it. There's a couple of tags there. Here's another little fairy. And she's glued on the side here, and this one is just tucked into that. This is just a tuck space. And this is another fairy. We got all fairies in this ephemera holder here. You close that and open this. And here is her fairy house. And behind there I put, this is a tuck spot. I put a couple of fairy tags that I made. And also over here is a fairy, another fairy, and a dress. See, that's why she's taking a bath, because she's going to put on a pretty dress. And then I just added a couple of blank, couple? I thought I added a couple. I guess only one. The other one is in here somewhere. These get confusing after a while. There's so many tags and pockets and tucks and stuff. And over here, now see, on these two sides, these are pockets. And all I did was take a circle punch, and punch half of a circle to show that it is a pocket so you don't get lost. And inside I have a journaling card with the fairy on it. And on this side, I think I have some magic fairy jars, and they're hiding on me. And they're in there, fairies in a jar. And then you open this one, and here is her bedroom. Here are 2 more flaps, and on this flap we have a pocket, sideways pocket, and I put in hearts and roses. I love purple and lavender together. And over here is the little fairy's bedroom. And here's some beautiful rose tags that can be journaled on or used in a journal, because this is just the holder. It doesn't have to be a journal. And then over here we have another fairy, same as on the other side. She is a journaling card, and you can use her in your fairy journal. This will just hold all your ephemera till you're ready to make your journal, if you make a journal. But anyways, if not, you can just add to this. This is the fairy hat, and I put some lace and applique on here. And you open it up, and I hope it shows all of it. I've got this thing over here, I don't know why. Okay. There's the top pocket with this on it. You open it, and here's another fairy hat tag. And I put some applique. And then this is the back. And this is about it's about 8 inches tall and 5 inches wide. And the reason it's that size is because I got some envelopes with some cards that were this big and I wanted to use them. And I love doing things with envelopes. They're just so much easier to handle than make a whole big journal. So I backed one envelope. This is one envelope. And I backed it with cardstock, of course. And also Tyvek on the sides so things don't fall apart. And here's some of the fairy's house, her kitchen, and her living room. You may remember if you saw me show the fairy journal I did a couple weeks ago, those were in it. And then on this end, when you flop it down, there's more fairy, a pocket I mean, and then some more tags that I put in there for you. And you can add and take away anything you want. The only thing I say, when you fold this, always make sure that, okay, this is the cover. So you want to fold this over and make sure it's laying down before you fold this over. And this does have a purple ribbon that I've tied it with that it will come with. It will be available in my Etsy shop. Now this one, I went a little crazy. And because I love working with the vintage Victorian women, and I love all the dresses in the houses and all that goes with it. So what I did with her, this is another CD holder, and you can, she is stuck in there. Now, did I make that? Yes. But you can, this is open here. You can put a picture inside on top of her if you want to. Say like a picture of your mother or your husband and, you know, grandparents, whatever. You can, she's just there to be pretty, of course, and to show you that you can put a picture there. And I've made a little seam binding bow, and I've added some store-bought flowers and some applique. And you open this up, and there is on the back is a pocket, and I gave her bathtub too, and a couple of just blank tags that you can do whatever you want with. And this page is blank. Here's the cover. You open that. This page is blank except for, of course, the applique. I thought you could put, if you wanted to keep this, or you could put a pocket there, or you could make notes of what you're going to do and what this goes for and what that goes for. So I left it bare for you, whoever buys this, to do with that whatever they want to. So then when you open it up this way, we have a little tuck spot here. You can see it. And also a pocket. Now, I guess I didn't put a tag in there. Well, I was going to, but when it closes, it sticks out. So this tag, this is one of the tags that will come with it. And this dress graphic picture will come with it. Okay, and then over here, this is glued down as a tuck spot. And inside there is another dress. And this also is a pocket. And I've placed another one of these in there for journaling. You put in your junk journal if you'd like to. And then over here, I have another one of these. Now, these CDs you cannot do anything with. They're stuck there. You could put a picture on top of them if you wanted to. But the reason I put that on there is because I just wanted to protect the pictures. And what I did was I took a 3-inch hole punch and I punched in cardstock paper, and then I lined up my picture underneath, and then I glued a backing. Well, actually, I took the CD because I wanted the plastic in there. I took the CD holder, the envelope apart, and I glued it down over this picture. Then I glued the cardstock over that. Then I backed them, and then I trimmed them up to make them right. It did take a little work, a little while of figuring that out. I won't say it was easy. I was going to have it set up here to show you, but nope, I didn't. I'm sorry about that. My son is home and making noise upstairs, so that kind of gets me all which way. I can't think straight sometimes because I don't know what's going on. Anyways, behind here are 2 more tags. So you get 3 of these 3 tags. Comes with this ephemera holder. And you can put them anywhere you want. I like putting them here, and I did do that in the beginning. But when you close it, well, it just gets bulky. So you'll have to figure out where you want your tags if you purchase this. I love these dress forms, these dresses. I think they're so romantic and feminine and so pretty. And so in the middle here, what I've done is I put a bag. This is it's not not glycerin. You know what it is, but I don't. And I can hear you telling me out there. You're all telling me what kind of bag it is, and you're right, but I don't remember. But anyways, I dyed it with pink, and I also put a dress here, and I put these tags in there. So you have a pocket here, and then the bag actually is a pocket too. So you have 2 sets of pockets here. And I put in a couple of just plain tags that you can play with and dress up and do whatever you want. I figured if I did all the decorating, there'd be no fun left for whoever buys this. So then over here, this lady, I put her, these are all from my 8 Women in Big Hats collection. It is on my website, on my Etsy shop, which I will leave a link below. Okay, and I just added this ruffle. I took it off of somebody's little dress. And what I did for the end, and this is something to always be mindful of, you know, when you cut and you don't sew the end of something, it tends to ravel. And if you sew it, it becomes bulky. And if you overlay it and glue it, it becomes bulky. So a good way to avoid that is just take some tacky glue and put it on the edge, on each end, cut end of whatever it is that you're cutting up and gluing, and it will keep the edges from fraying. Now I do that with my bows as well, even organza, because it tends to fray. So before I put it on the tag or whatever I'm going to use it on, I take tacky glue and I put it on both sides of the end, and then I let it dry, and it only takes like 5 minutes to dry. I let it dry, and then I just cut off whatever's frayed, you know, hanging out, because there always usually is edges that after you put the glue on, they'll fray a little bit, which is good, because then you can just clip them and take them off. Okay, so over here we have a lady who is, this flap has all lace on the back of it, and I've added some store-bought flowers. I normally don't do store-bought flowers, but somebody gave me a gift certificate to Hobby Lobby for $20 in February. And so I went, and the first aisle I went down was flowers, and that was it. I just had to buy them. And then I said, well, now you got to use them. You can't just buy things and not use it. This one looks like one of the edge middle came out, so I'll put that back in. But because I'm folding it, I was folding it a lot, working on it, so it has a little bit of roughness to it when I did it. And so I have to re-glue everything and make sure it's all secure for you as much as possible. And you still may find some glue spots here and there. I use fabric tack, I use double-sided tape, I use art glitter glue, and sometimes hot glue. I try to stay away from hot glue because it seems to be the least effective. But I really love that fabric tack. It really does nice. So here is another flap. And this is from my rose garden collection that I have on my Etsy shop, And inside, I made one big pocket with applique. And this is the house. One of the houses, anyways. One of these ladies are bound to live in this house. And I thought it was just so pretty. And the houses are graphics on my Etsy shop as well. If you're interested in houses, I think they're just fantastic. And I think they would make great wall art, framed and hung up on a wall in an office, in a living room, even a bathroom. I mean, you could put this beauty up, and I have a lot of them up in my Etsy shop, so go take a look. All right, so this flap came down, and you open it up, and I've got applique, and I've got this tag in there. I didn't do anything with it. You can add it to whatever you want, do whatever you want with it, but I love it. I love those graphics. I love the coffee dyed look. And this is a coffee dyed applique. And then over here, this flap is this one. And this is also from my rose collection, where I put these tags, got these tags from, and put them in there. I think the roses go beautiful with this, the ladies and everything here. And I did some applique here. So, and then, so this one especially, you need to make sure when you close it, all right, she is on top of this. This bag gets closed that way. And then this side, you want to push these in. Oh, it doesn't go any further. All right. You want to make sure that these are down when you fold this over. And then I have it tied. It will come tied with this netting, which just keeps it together, you know, and so you can put it somewhere and not worry about it flopping out and all kinds of whatever, getting in trouble. We have to train our items that we make to not get in trouble, because most of our workspaces have a lot of junk in it. That's why we're junk journalists, because we love junk. And we love pretty junk. That's what I'll say. We love very pretty junk. Okay, so these ladies are not junk. Nothing in here is junk, but they're everything and anything I want to put in there. And that's the beauty of a journal. Anything and everything you want to put in, and you can collect ephemera, and you can put it in a holder, and when you need something, you go to it and go, oh, I know just what I'm going to do with that tag. Oh, I'm so glad I saved that picture. So that's why I made them, and I'm probably going to make more, because they're a little easier than a journal. I won't say they're faster, because I play around with them too much. That's just my own fault, you know. So anyways, so thank you for stopping by and looking at these. And one more thing before I go, I have another couple sets of my husband's, stay there, my husband's guitar strings. They're real guitar strings. He bought a mandolin this week, so he gave me the mandolin strings. I don't have enough for 2 sets of those, but I do have, oh, in dulcimer. He does not play the dulcimer, but he's had these strings for a long time. So he knew I was collecting his string bags, his envelopes, so he told me I could have the dulcimer. So those will be in a packet. I will have pictures, and you can see them all. And these are, I don't know, just anyways, all kinds, but you can see them in the pictures. And that's all I have for this week of those. And he's being good. When I see one laying on the coffee table, I'm like, oh, can I have that? And he's like, not yet. Anyway, so thank you for stopping by. And I hope that if you like this video, you will give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, you will subscribe. And I hope you will check out my Etsy shop for some really pretty graphics. And you'll make an envelope ephemera holder yourself, because they're just envelopes glued together and, you know, decorated. So thank you for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video.